Good morning to our Morning Moments with Jesus family. I'd like to welcome you in this morning as we get ready for today's devotion. Grab yourself a cup of coffee and get into your favorite chair, or maybe you're driving down the road. Maybe you're even listening to this a little later in the day. We always try to begin around 6 o'clock in the morning, Monday through Friday. So we are very appreciative of all of those who join us on a regular basis. According to the Word of God, He has given us the power and authority to break certain strongholds, to break the strongholds in our lives that try to captivate us and control us and hold us into bondage. And one of the great things that the enemy does, that one of the weapons that he uses in a mighty way, is worry and anxiety. So Matthew chapter 11, verse 28 and 29 is what we'll begin with today. Matthew chapter 11, verse 28 and 29 says this: "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me." That's very important. "For I am meek and lowly in heart, and you shall find rest unto your soul." The word worry actually means to torment oneself with cares and anxieties. It seems that worry partners with other spirits in our lives like regret, stress, and fear to bring the mind and the body into captivity. And every time you worry, you are actually tormenting yourself. No one else makes you do it. No one else seems to do it to you. We're doing it to ourselves. And when we worry, we're allowing our minds to dwell on difficult circumstances, overwhelming fears, and other stresses that are weighing us down. We're consumed over actual things we're facing in life, or the potential situations that may never occur. That's where the danger comes in, is spending so much of your life worrying about things that never happen. Worry causes extreme distress in all areas of your life and your body. It prevents you from sleeping, impacts your relationships, affects your appetites, and even causes you to perform poorly at work. We often tend to worry about what matters the most to us, but it is also a place where we tend to trust God the least. You ever thought about that? That worrying is actually not trusting God with it. We worry about things we're stressed about. Some things we're facing at work, maybe at home, with a friend or a family member. Maybe it's a fear that has overtaken you that you just can't seem to overcome. And when you are stressed, we often look for ways to cope. Some choose denial, others choose substance abuse, some seek isolation. Now I want you to imagine this morning if worry was a fire. The more we allow worry to occupy our thoughts, the more fuel you're putting on that fire. And the more you do this, the bigger the fire gets. And the bigger it gets, the harder it will be to put it out later. Most of our worry is directed towards things that might happen. But the truth is that if you're worrying about it, you're not controlling it. It is actually controlling you. It does nothing but make the fire bigger. But what if you didn't worry at all? How much extra time in the day, ask yourself this, how much extra time in the day would you have to devote to things that are positive and that actually make a difference in the world if you weren't worrying about whatever it is you're worried about? The return on your investment in that area of your life would be unbelievable. What if productivity, joy, and peaceful living were a fire? How much bigger would those things get if you poured as much energy into them as you do worry and anxiety? A question to consider this morning as we get ready to end our devotion. Would you consider yourself to be a person who worries? On an average day, how often do you dwell on things that you have absolutely no control over? Let me ask that question again. On an average day, how often do you dwell on things that you have no control over? Ask God to reveal the truth to you over the next few days and teach all of us how to break the cycle of worry and anxiety. Pray and speak a blessing over you today. As you go out today, pour more fuel and energy into joy and peace, contentment, than you do worry and anxiety. And see what a difference it makes in this day. You be safe, you be strong, you be blessed. Cast all your care upon the Lord, for He does care for you. Lord's will, we'll see you back here again tomorrow. And until then, as always, I hope you have a great day.